What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the Work for Hire podcast. This is actually the first official episode.
First episode for Work for Hire. I'm Relly Love.
Jordan Lowe.
Brian Lennox.
And he's our guest for today on our first episode, man.
Welcome
How
to
you
the
feeling?
pod, bro.
Hey, thanks for having me. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be out here with my boys.
My boy fly today.
Yeah, of course, bro. You
Hey,
gotta,
it's just a
you gotta
casual
flex.
day
He had
out
a long week a couple weeks
Hey,
ago, bro.
Long weeks.
Yes,
Long
sir.
weeks.
Yes, sir. So give the people like a brief intro, who you are, bro, what you do.
For sure. Well, like I said, I'm Brian. Known these boys for a minute. We go back from Richmond. Right now, currently, I got a job title as a scientist and a model. So,
My boy smart.
This man a model and he's smart. What's
know
up
what
with
I'm
y'all
saying?
models doing paramedic shit and stuff too?
That's true.
Hey,
That's a trend. Like AJ is that too.
Facts.
well, you know what I'm saying? We gotta stay on top. That's a.
I feel that, bro.
For real. Yeah, no, like these past few weeks, because of course Fashion Week's been going on, so it's been very, very busy.
Yeah.
But a good time for sure, though. Can't even lie.
I see.
about
I mean, this man been busy. I mean, I know it was like your first for real like Fashion Week since you
yeah.
moved up here.
Yes,
Because
sir.
like last time you
First
moved up
real,
here was
yeah.
like kind of shaky. Fashion Week wasn't
Yeah,
really
for
like
sure.
back.
Yeah.
Now it's back. And I saw you had a little like a Vogue article, man.
Yeah, you know,
This man
your
was on
boy might
Vogue
have
or
popped
something.
out on
Slight
Vogue.
flex. My boy
You know
going
what I'm
crazy.
saying? There's a Drake line in there somewhere.
This guy.
Yo, wait. So this is the first official episode. So I feel like it's only right that we break down like how we came up with this idea and just the name of it, like where it came from. So I'll start. So Work for Hire. If you haven't got it already, it's a double entendre. It's a play on words. There's an actual phrase, a term called work for hire. Now, all of us, we're creatives, but we also still in the 9-to-5 life right now, whether we wish to be or we wish to be out of it. But we actually work for hire in the actual sense.
Yes.
But it's a play on words. We spelled hire Higher instead of HIRE. And so that just means we're working for a higher purpose. We're doing this for something that's bigger than us. Now, speak to like the ideation of it, like how we made it here and what was going into it. What were you thinking this is going to be?
So going into this whole podcast
Yeah,
and how
yeah.
we ideated it, I
Yeah.
feel like we touched on it a bit a couple weeks ago on how we would just have these long talks in like the middle of the night about us, just where we at mindset wise, career set wise,
Yeah.
like how we're feeling in the current moment about our dreams and goals and like if New York is getting the best of us, if it's not, like if anything that's been on your chest, you know, like a very
Everybody got
open
those
space.
moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a very open space to like just let that shit out. Because as us creatives, sometimes it's like if it's good that me and Lo we live with each other, so it's good that we live with each other and we're both creative people.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like we always are able to have that chat.
You can
Because like
bounce
he
stuff off
knows,
each
like
other.
he goes through the things that I'm going through, and vice versa. He might have a perspective that he's
Yeah.
like a perspective that I don't have at the moment that he's been going through.
That happens
so
a lot.
It's relatable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's cool that you have someone in the crib that you can relate to at any moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's just like me, Lo, and Brian. Of course, we're just all trying to reach our higher purpose, whether it be through fashion, whether it be through just career-wise, mental health, mental growth, just, you know,
Always.
stacking up the paper, finding
Bro.
income, just trying to be higher, bro.
I think it's super cool because as we do this, you're going to be able to see it unfold. Like right now, we're still in the grind. We're still trying to navigate this. But as we stay consistent with it, as we grow in our own individual careers, you can go back to episode 1, episode 2, see how it unfolded.
Right.
Like we'll pull up here, we'll talk about shit that we're stressed out about. You'll see it. You'll see the
Yeah.
growing pains. But eventually you're gonna see us. You're gonna see us evolve.
Yeah.
If we do it right. You know what I
better,
mean?
we better succeed
You'll
with
see
this
us on
shit, man.
top.
We can't be working for hire episode 753. We still over here trying to work for hire. You know what I'm saying? We can't be doing that. But when you're looking at podcasts and celebrities or famous people, successful people, people that's already made it, they always give you the story of like, it's very clean cut. Like, oh, I moved to LA with like $30.
Like it happened
And then-
overnight.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I moved to LA with like $30. I was grinding mad hard.
like I
and then
wasn't-
now I'm here. But
Yeah.
no one ever like documents the
The
day-to-day
nitty-gritty, bro.
process
Oh, yes.
of like how you got from here to there. Like that kind of link is almost
Not
not
talked about.
about or not seen as much because you pretty much when someone is successful, someone is famous, you see them and then they talk about their past.
Exactly.
You don't see people like that's not put on, not successful yet in the moment leading up to success.
Yeah.
It's very rare.
Right.
I think it's more common now because you see YouTubers and stuff and you could see the grind and stuff like that because now you'll be like, yo, I remember when he had like 100
many-
subscribers.
yeah.
Now he had like 50K, so you can
Yeah.
see it. But you can see it in terms of like content wise. Like you see like, oh, he been grinding ever since content wise. But we're gonna be talking about it in the moment, like how we're feeling about
as
it.
it's unfolding.
Yeah, exactly.
Showing up each day.
Yes,
exactly.
Sir.
So I feel like that process itself is what separates us and makes us like relatable, because at the end of the day we're just going to be relatable to all creatives, anybody that's trying to reach ambitious goals, anybody that has a dream that they want to chase. We're going to be living in the moment with these people. Like we're not successful yet. I mean, each of our own, like we're successful in our own right, but not where we want to be.
So on the topic of working for hire, it's the podcast name. Last episode we talked a lot about cancellation, being canceled, cancel culture, and things of that sort. And so this episode, I kind of want to speak to that a little bit, but on a different aspect of it. So one thing that I've been thinking about, especially with all the things that's been unfolding in the media, it's like when you are working for hire, you're doing something for a bigger purpose. It's beyond yourself.
Right.
So you have to move a little bit different. You can't move the same way that you moved when you were a child.
Yeah, I mean,
with great power comes great responsibility. Or my Uncle Ben.
Of course.
Uncle Ben, Spider-Man.
Shouts out Spider-Man. You said you can't even move the same way you did last year half the time.
You can't.
Yeah.
That you did last week. You gotta change some stuff.
For sure. And
3 days make a difference.
I remember like when I first got out here, and I imagine it's the same for y'all. Like when I first got my start in the industry, bro, I was really walking on eggshells. Whether you think that's a good thing or not, it's just like, bro, before I did anything, I had to think about it. Is this the right move or not? Okay, It's the right move. Then I had to think about it again. Then after doing that, then I act, because, yo, I prayed for nights like these. Like, I prayed to make it here. Like, I spent so many hours and so much money to get to this point. I do not want to mess it up.
Right.
I do not want to do something stupid that's going to cause me this opportunity, because a lot of people don't make it to this position.
No, don't blow the bag.
Lying. You can't blow, you don't blow it at the finish line.
Don't blow the bag. And especially like when you're out there trying to network and trying to meet people, you're trying to have your best first impression always, especially in the city. But I feel like it's such a big thing here too, where you just don't want to come off as like a corny person either, or be like, yo, like, can't be oh, what do you do? We gotta connect. Let's work, bro. Let's collab. Like, you never want to be seen as that person. You just want to connect and build that like camaraderie, so that in the future, if you exchange like Instagrams is more common, obviously, like people ask for your Instagram more than your number nowadays, especially in our field. So like you want to like get that contact, and once you get that, it's just like, now where'd I go from here? I don't want to like overstep boundaries and be like, yo, like it's just a shaky gray area where like now you just gotta kind of like, you know, comment on their posts and shit like that. Like, yo, I see you doing work, like thumbs up. And then when you build that little camaraderie, then you ask for the network, like, yo, I'm working on this. Do you mind if you like, I want you to be a part of it, or do you have any insight and stuff like that? But you never want to rub people off in that wrong way. Like, you never want to come off as, oh, I'm over here like just trying to use you for my benefit, you know, like just trying to use you, just so, you know, because I know you're
just
a person
pulling on your coattails when you go up or something like that.
Yeah, thank you for putting the words in my mouth. I couldn't find it.
It's so weird to me, like, even when I'm in an office environment and I see people within the office like dating, I'm like, how did y'all even cross that boundary? I'm so afraid to even do that, bro. Because it's like, what if you read it wrong? Like, what if you shoot your shot and she's not feeling it? Now she's going to HR. Now it's over with. So it's like, how do y'all even get to the point where y'all can do that? Somebody has to cross the boundary. You feel me?
That's murky waters that I'm not gonna tread. Like, that I don't want to take a risk on.
Yeah,
you would. I feel like you would.
I would date an employee.
Yeah, somebody you work with. Yeah, you would.
No, bro.
You would.
No, I wouldn't. Not in the moment. I always say, like, I will fuck around with somebody, but not date. Fully date is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I would, like, go out with them and do a little something, but, like, date. That's not helping. I mean, but I'm saying, like, there's a difference, though. Like, there's going to be a kind of change of, I guess, relationship-wise. Like, there's going to be a little bit of an energy shift when you guys are working together, but there's a difference between, like, you know, just fucking around and then actually being in a relationship with someone you work with. That's different ball game, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
what do you
say
think
the sex was bad one night when I was just fucking around? You
I
gotta
mean,
pull up to work the next morning.
That's true. Yes, that's facts.
Yo, I feel like when it comes to stuff like that, people go into like their new gig or like something of high importance. They go in it like understanding like, yo, I gotta walk on eggshells and be careful. But I think the problem arises when you get comfortable, when it becomes your normal. Like when you first get the new gig, say you work at ESPN or something, you get the new gig at ESPN, you understand how big it is. Like, I'm at ESPN, this is crazy, right? But then once you've been there for like 6 months to a year, it's like, okay, it's normal. This is normal for me. And I feel like as humans, we constantly want more and more and more. So we get content with certain things. We get comfortable. And so I feel like once it becomes your normal, you lose value of what it is that you have or where you're at. Like, prime example, bro. For the past year, I wanted a PS5, bro. I wanted this PS5 crazy, dog. PS5. I was grinding. Like, I was literally grinding to get this PS5. And I was failing every time. It was like sneakers. Like, you know how you try on sneakers, it's an L. Bro, I'm going on Amazon. I'm going on Walmart. I'm trying to get this PS5. It's not happening, right? Eventually, though, a bundle comes out. I have to pay a little bit extra for it, but I get a bundle. The PS5 is at my crib within the week, right?
Spider-Man bundle.
Man, I'm going crazy with it, bro. I got the GTA on that joint, bro. I got 2K. Like, I'm going crazy. I'm playing the PS5 every day once I have it. It's like, this is the best thing in the world. Yeah. So for that week, for the next, I want to say for that month, I was grinding the PS5. I'm still getting shit done. Don't get it twisted. But I'm grinding the PS5.
What you grind, though? Like, give me the nitty gritty. What your my player became?
But I was still coming off the bench. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie.
was grinding to still stay on the bench.
I was still, bro. I haven't played 2K in like years prior to this, so I'm trying to get right, bro.
He getting reacclimated.
Yes, exactly. So now, if you ask me, do I play the PS5 as often, bro? I haven't touched it in like 2 weeks, right? The PS5 didn't lose any value though. In fact, if you look on the market, the PS5 keeps going up. Like, people are charging $800 for the PS5. Right. I'm not paying that. But I could actually flip my PS5 and get it for more than what I paid for, right? So the PS5 didn't lose any value, but to me, it's my normal. It's like I have it. It's like the chase is over. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's I'm not treating it the same way. And so when you do that, when you lose value of things because it's your normal, you tend to just not treat it the same. You know what I mean?
Oh, so I'm trying to get your drift. So you're basically saying like, once you get something that you have, or like in general, once you're chasing it, like you're chasing it, and once you get it, now there's that moment where like you're so excited because you finally get what you've been chasing like that whole time. Yeah, you've been chasing the whole time, and then like after like a week, you're like, it just fades away almost, where you're just like no longer appreciative because you don't have that drive. It's like you don't have that drive no longer. To I guess like
or it's like once you achieve something, like you had this idea or something, like you had so much value placed in it, and then boom, you got it, and then you're just like, all right,
yeah,
you're like, where do I go
now
from
what?
Here? Yeah, now what? It's just like
it's not that the thing in itself has lost any value. It's just you
finally got it.
Yeah,
people love the hunt, bro. People love the hunt. People love the chase, and it's just like once you have it. Because you feel like the chase is like out of your control and you're just seeing it in the far distance and you want to get to that point. You're trying so hard to get to that point. And then once you get to that point, afterwards you realize like, yo, this is not even like it might be good in the moment. And then after a bit, it just fades a little bit because it's just like, damn, I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Like there's no longer the purpose for this, basically. I feel like that's more so with materialistic things though.
Not the case.
I'm about to say.
Prime example. Let's get into it. Ime Udoka, Boston Celtics head coach.
Talking about knee alone, man.
Boston Celtics head coach. If you haven't seen it in the media, he basically got suspended for the 2022-2023 season. So he's suspended for a whole year. Yeah. He just had a phenomenal season with the Celtics, but because he had relations with a staffer, he fumbled the bag, right? When he first got the gig at the Celtics, you cannot sit here and tell me that wasn't probably like the greatest thing in the world for him. He probably was like doing everything right. But he had a phenomenal season. It's like it became his normal after a while. Like, yo, I'm the head coach. He got comfortable. Right. So then he started just doing bullshit. Like, why are you messing with a staffer? And apparently it's like wilder than what we know. I seen Matt Barnes, he posted an Instagram clip and he had to like take down his initial post because he was defending him at first. And he was like,
I saw that. He was like, yo, Ime, go out there and fuck all the bitches on the Celtics staff. I seen how they look. He's like, I seen how they look.
He was
I do the
though.
same thing.
He had to recant that statement. He had to.
He was like, yo, it's actually 100 times uglier than what
I saw
we
that.
think it is.
But
Yeah,
it's just like,
100 times.
how much uglier could it be?
Hey, and it's Matt Barnes.
Yeah.
Y'all know Matt Barnes.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
He drove I don't know how far
Yes, he
to
did.
go beat Derek Fisher's ass.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
Because he was dating his ex-wife.
For real.
So that
Matt
man is
Barnes-
not clean. He is the definition of messy. So if he's saying something,
If
you
he's
gotta
saying
believe
100 times
that's
worse,
what I'm saying.
like, yeah, that's crazy. But it from the whole perspective of the Ime thing, from what I understand too, is like, I didn't look that much into it, but I know that he was so-called in a consensual. From what I saw, they said that they were in a consensual relationship together. Same like as like the Adam Levine situation. These are just two married men that I guess got comfortable, like you're saying, obviously got comfortable not only with their marriage, but also like in their jobs or whatever. I don't know. But basically, like, they just started affairs and became fucking like I don't know. It came out. It was leaked because it was
like
consensual.
abuse
So
of
when
their
it's
own
consensual,
power.
But it
Yeah.
did say in the
It was leaked.
In the Ime situation, it did say that more recently there was some unwanted comments that he made to her. So maybe and with Matt Barnes saying it's 100 times messier, it had to like maybe spiral a bit. At least what I'm assuming. It might have
I can
started
see
off
that. I can
consensual,
understand that.
but then it spiraled into some power dynamic weird thing.
probably.
So
yeah.
if it is like that, it's just like,
fucking-
bro, you're a minority in this position, bro.
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
not a lot of people make it here. You cannot fumble the bag like that, bro.
Yeah.
The
You just
ones
gotta
that
watch.
got that spotlight on you too.
Facts. They waiting for you to fuck up
They're
too
waiting
nowadays.
for you to fuck
Yeah.
up.
Like with cancel culture, like they're just waiting for you
Oh,
to
yeah.
fuck up, bro.
Give them a reason.
Bro, there are yes, bro. There are
waiting.
clout chasers out there. Not even
Clout
clout chasers, but just people in general that are waiting for you to say the wrong thing so they can clip it up, put it out there. They waiting for us to say the
Oh
wrong
yeah,
thing.
so then they can get their fame off it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And
bro.
that is exactly what the one girl that just came out with the Adam Levine
Talk
thing.
about it. Get canceled real quick.
But-
Look at the close
so
up.
basically,
yeah,
bro,
get in your
hold
bag
on,
real
bro.
quick, bro.
Basically, this girl, bro. So I
Don't
don't
be
know
afraid,
who
bro.
she is. What her name? Sumner, something.
Yeah, Sumner,
Some
Sumner,
IG
something like
model. Some IG model.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Say it with your chest though. Don't be afraid.
Nah,
Say
all
it.
right. So
Oh,
it's
say
some
it with your
IG
chest.
model,
Go
right?
ahead,
She
man.
comes out, she makes a TikTok, and she's basically saying like, she's like acting like a victim.
Why you
She's like,
sigh like
yeah,
that?
she's sighing. That's how she is.
Okay,
She's
okay.
like, so I feel exploited because I was in an affair with a married man for about a year or a year ago, something like that, with Adam Levine, and she's showing all these messages of them like talking or whatever, like sending him videos or some shit like that. It was with multiple women, but with this woman specifically, she was saying like, I was young and naive and I didn't know what I was doing, but it was also quote unquote consensual. So you know exactly what you were doing.
Yeah.
And like, if you know he's a married man, like he's been married for over 10 years. He's Adam Levine. You can literally just search him and they'll say he's married. Like, you know what you got yourself into. So now at this point, she's just clout chasing because it's like, you just want to tear this man's career down. Like,
Wow.
Like you just want to, like, there's no need for you to come out in public. If you had an issue with Adam Levine himself and you still have that connection or whatever, you could go to his wife or you could like publicly, like not go to his, like privately, I mean, not publicly.
So you're victim
if you
blaming
wanted
right
your
now.
bread, yeah, you could.
Nah, she acted like the victim. Like she's acting
So you're
like,
saying Adam Levine is the victim?
no one is the victim. Whoa. The victim, like literally, I was like, bro, I watched the first like 10 seconds of that video. I was like, why is she acting like
Yeah.
she's a victim? She's not a victim right
Yeah,
now.
y'all
And then the
both knew
first-
what y'all was doing.
Yeah, and then the first comment in the TikTok video was like, the only victim here is his wife and kids. Why are you acting like this? Like
Word.
literally, like, I don't know. She even says like, she's just trying to make it seem like she had no idea what was going on. He exploited her. Now, just to be safe, we don't know exactly what the fuck happened with that relationship. Like, he could have done some crazy
I'm about to
shit
say,
too.
it's Adam Levine, you know what I'm saying?
He's a sex
Maybe,
symbol,
like,
bro.
I don't
But
know.
like,
He could have told his wife already though. Like they
Yeah.
could have had that conversation.
I'm saying,
Exactly. They coulda
all
had
coulda
that
been done. A
conversation.
payout and the NDA could have been signed.
Exactly.
That was the problem. Like,
NDA,
none of my
that's
business,
it.
but, like-
And it's, bro, and it's like, fucking, what you call it? Like, he's a sex symbol, bro. You don't think like,
Wait,
mad,
he's a what?
He's a
he's
what?
a sex symbol,
To
bro.
you?
Adam Levine, to me, to
how do you
everybody.
know what a male sex symbol looks like? Like what
It
do you-
looked like Adam Levine. Shit.
So we
I know
got a
when I
type.
see
We
one.
got a type.
Hey, yo.
I know when I see one. All I gotta say is like, bro, He's a sex symbol. Mad bitches want him. Mad women want him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's been married for over 10 years, but they could have had a private talk, him and his wife.
Yeah.
Been like, yo, look, I'm gonna just fuck around on Instagram. You know I ain't gonna do no shit. Let me fuck around.
But
we've been together for a while. Let me do it a consensual.
How do you get caught up like that? Like you don't
that.
got no burner IG.
I'm saying like
He messenger off the main account.
Oh my god, like you are so hot,
Fam.
Like, yo,
And it's bad
like,
too.
I ain't condoning cheating,
how
but
old is
bro,
Adam
you are a
Levine?
rookie,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
You're a rookie.
That is a grown man. What is he like? 30, 40?
Bro,
Stop playing.
rate those DMs though. Like he got no game, bro.
Zero.
Where the Riz at?
Zero.
Bro had no Riz.
no
Zero
Riz.
Riz, bro.
No use of emojis either. Like, come
Bro
on.
said, fuck. Bro said, fuck, you're so hot, your body, fuck. Like, what the hell? He's
Damn,
a dad.
bro. Like, what the
Yeah, he was definitely wilding,
But
bro. Like,
it-
there's no excuse. And then the fact that he doubled back and was like, yo, I want to name my kid after you or something like that.
Yeah, like that's OD.
You're
So
bugging.
now
You're
that's-
asking to get
OD.
screenshotted, bro. Like, that's going in the group chat, bro.
to be fair, like, all right, to be
oh, wait,
fair.
yeah, like what is it? He wanted to name
Yeah.
he wanted to name the baby of his pregnant wife after the affair.
Yeah,
Bro.
now
Hey,
that's OD.
wild.
That's
That
wrong.
is
Bro.
wild.
So it's like that's like you can exploit that, and you can also say like, I mean, obviously, like he's more in the wrong than she
the
is.
audacity.
But she's like he's
he's
more in the
wild.
wrong than she is in the moment.
Oh,
so
but
she's
it's
just pointing fingers and blaming out in the public. But it's funny because in the very beginning of the video, she's just like, I wasn't where I am now than when I like. Basically, she's saying like she has more clout now, so she has a platform to speak. She's like, I'm like an IG model, and now I have more followers now, so I feel like I need to speak on this moment.
You didn't
Like,
have to.
You didn't have to though. Like
You didn't have to.
like you waited. You waited until like you have all these people just to say that you fucked with Adam
Yeah,
Levine.
she trying to be on E, bro. She trying to get on Ellen and stuff. Stop
Yeah.
playing.
That's true. I mean, but like fuck it,
I mean, the
man.
whole
I mean, hey,
situation
get it
is
how
not
you live,
good
bro.
in itself.
But
Bro.
it's like
Get it how you
even,
live, bro.
even back to the kid thing, bro. It's like now you can't even lie about it because it's like you probably went to your wife and was like, "Yo, I want to name our kid this." So now it's like verified. You know what I mean? So it's just like, man, you fumbled. You should have
went
moved.
far
You
left
should have
field.
moved way better than that, bro. You Adam Levine, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
How do you feel about
You
yeah?
can't be out there.
But
like
how do you
that.
feel about like just in general when you're a celebrity or a person of influence or like you just have people that look up to you or like see you as a role model, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about like your private life no longer being like your private life ain't private, bro?
Yeah, no. I
Like
mean,
no longer private. So it's just like
you have to go out your way to make sure your private life stays private. I feel like at that point.
But it's just like people gonna find out. There's
Oh.
TMZ. People gonna find out. Like they're gonna be egging you on. They're gonna be
Yeah.
trying to find all the dirt they can on you and shit like that. So it's just like
It matters like what level of celebrity you are. Like if you're a C level celebrity, you might be good. But if you're like B, A level,
Okay,
Yeah,
can you give me an example of each level?
okay.
Yeah.
So an Action Bronson doesn't really have to worry as much as a Drake.
He said,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Action Bronson can walk the street, be straight for real.
I would want to be like J. Cole though. J. Cole and Kendrick. Like,
Like
no one
Frank
the
Ocean.
fuck knows what happens with them. But they're probably just boring. That's why. They're boring. Frank Ocean though,
Frank
yeah.
Ocean.
Because I feel like Frank Ocean does some weird shit that no one knows. But like
What do you
he's
mean
so
by
under
that?
the
I'm about
radar.
to say,
What do you
you
mean
guys
by
got
that?
an idea
He's
in
like
your head
so
right now.
under the radar though. Like you know, like he's
Yeah.
like you don't hear about him that often. He's under the radar. He's off the grid. He's like a fucking roaming Pokemon of NYC. When you see him, you're like, what
Facts, I'm
the
about
fuck?
to say.
Like, and no one knows anything about his life for real, for real.
Yeah.
But like every now and then there'll be some weird article that comes out or some shit. Like he released like some penis shit, bruh.
Hey yo.
What was it?
I
You
don't
know what I'm talking about, bro. He
That's
released
beyond,
some.
that's beyond
I'm
me,
telling
bro.
you, bro. I don't got my phone right now, but
I don't know.
But-
he
about
released
that
some
one.
weird. Bro, he be
You-
doing some weird shit. I
you-
feel like in the dark.
You
For
was
sure, bro.
talking about private life staying private, right?
Yeah.
What if somebody from your private life wants to be famous? Like you're the famous one, but like say like your girl wants to be famous too, or like your cousin or something. So it's like now they're speaking on things that you wanted to keep private. Like how do you have that conversation?
I feel like that is that's a gray area too. But I feel like that's something you definitely got to speak with. If that's somebody close to you like that who's in your private life, you should be able to have those conversations. Where it's like, okay, I don't like these things being spoke on about me. And he said,
Yeah.
and if such, wait till I say something about it, then it can be spoken on.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something you definitely got to address.
Yeah.
And it's like, say you do want show fame. He said you can still do that, but you can do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just
You have to lay the boundaries down.
yeah. That's
What,
gotta be
Yeah, let 'em
balanced.
know
what would
rules.
be the boundaries? Like what are certain things y'all would want to keep off? Like say y'all were like instantly famous, like right now. What would be things that y'all would keep off, and what would be things that y'all would keep on?
Keep off in the term of being
Off
like
like off internet? Like, you wouldn't want people to know this about you.
Well,
like, would
prime
you
example,
post your
I
mom
would-
on her birthday and like say happy birthday on your story? Or like
Why not? You
I
wouldn't
said I
post your
might be
mom happy birthday?
like a day or so after, like, you know what I'm saying, after I took her out to a dinner or something like that, I would maybe like, yeah, I'll show off my mom or something like that. But I feel like the level of like intimacy would be different,
Right.
on like how
You
like
don't
I'll
wanna be that
portray my
intimate.
life. Like, you wouldn't really see what the inside of my place looks like.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like things like that, or like when I'm at like social events like the housewarming like last night, non-existent. Like things
Yeah,
like
you're
that
not
where
gonna
things are more
see
personal.
any-
Like I feel like for me, like I'm trying to keep that as like as quiet as I can. But like now, once I step outside of that door, I can't control anything that happens.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like
Yeah.
that's something that has to be consciously thought of.
Yeah.
Like you can do anything in the privacy of your own home,
Mm-hmm.
but once you walk outside those doors, ain't
Yeah.
nothing private for real.
But it's crazy, isn't it crazy how it literally flips? Like the things that should be private,
Oh,
when you don't have people looking at you like that, you openly and freely show people your lifestyle. Like things that are private. Like I show people what I'm eating every day. I talk about like what happened in my daily life.
you show your
like
ass
just
every
regular
day.
shit.
He
Yeah, I show my
does.
ass every day.
You show
I was
every day.
uncomfortable about that.
Come on, bro. I'm just showing the logo, the seagull
said,
logo. I
nah,
work
he's
at
just trying to
Avizus.
show
I gotta
you.
show
But
the
it's the
pockets.
same drip every day.
Bro, I only got one uniform. Bro. Come on now, bro. Can't get stingy, bro. Gotta let people know, bro. I'm on day like 21 right now.
He said, "Nah, he been
21
working
of the
out
same
secretly."
fit. You know what I'm saying? Stay dripped up though. But it's just like it's crazy how like we're so open to sharing our private lives with the public when we don't have other people looking at us. But it shouldn't be like that at all, anyways. You know,
Explain,
like that
how
because
should it be?
not because it's your private life. So like, I mean, obviously people feel more inclined to like show what they're doing because of social media. Like it's seen more of a normal thing to like, oh, I'm doing this today, I'm doing that today. That seems normalized, but that's when you think about it, that's very private. Like back in
Yeah.
the day, you wouldn't know what the fuck anyone did unless they told you. Straight up,
Exactly.
private.
No, that's facts.
Like face to face, you
Yeah.
would not know. That's private. Like their life is like your life is private. But when you're famous and shit like that, the things that are private are the things that should have been fucking private in the very beginning, anyways.
Yeah.
Like you said, like you're home, bro. I'm at home. I'm posting where I'm doing. I'm posting my home, bro. That's my home, bro.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now since I'm famous and there's hella people watching me, I'm not gonna post that no more.
Nah.
But like, what makes it a climb to me now that I want to post my like?
But
It's crazy how it flips, bro.
that's-
It's weird. I just thought about it just now.
That's why I have so much compassion for the girl who was with PNB Rock, because it's like everybody was trying to say it was a setup, but I'm just like, bro.
She said that motherfucker up, bro.
Chill.
playing.
I'm just like, bro, like she's not on that level, and she's probably used to moving like a normal person. So she's just like, oh, I'm at Roscoe's. I don't want to take a picture of my plate and where I'm at. But she's not understanding that, like, yo, you got to move different. You know what I mean? Like, you're with PNB Rock. You can't do that. You got to post where you're at after you already left. See, like me now, I can post where I'm at while I'm there. I don't got no ops. At least I don't think I got ops.
Shit, you don't know.
At least
Motherfuckers out here
know.
be praying for your downfall, bro.
That's a fact, but I do it now. Like if I go somewhere and I'm in the moment, I'll probably post that I'm there. You know what I mean? But if things were just to switch for me like overnight or in a quick period of time, I would have to like undo those habits. For her, that might have been a habit, and like she might have just not thought twice about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I feel like there's like a couple of things, maybe not a couple, but like a few things that kind of go on there. It's like the fact of like you got to move a certain way. It was like I can't show you where I'm at. I got to show you where I've been.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's one
Where
thing
you've
in
been.
itself. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's like a white person posts they at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle, then they jewelry, like the stigma behind, like, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff isn't the same. Like the fact that him as a rapper and as like just a man that was out there dolo with his jewelry on in general, was just had a target on his back.
Yeah.
Like that's another problem in itself. Like
Yeah.
like black celebrities can't just be going out anywhere without having a target on their back. It's like
Yeah,
I
you
get you somewhere iced out, you in the hood, and all this stuff. Maybe that's not the best idea. You know what I mean?
Right,
There
right,
wasn't
exactly.
like there could have been better choices that could have been made leading up to that,
Right.
right? But in the grand scheme of things, like society shouldn't operate like that in the first place. You know?
Yeah.
Like having a target on people's back. Just
Yeah, or
because
just like,
they
I mean, it's
dripped
like-
out. Just because they got money, bro.
Somebody wants to
The
eat
purge
so
out
bad,
here,
he's gonna take what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just
It shouldn't be like that, but it's like nothing we can do at
It's-
this point.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing.
it's
So it's just, yeah, it
you gotta
sucks.
get it how you live sometimes, man.
So
I
keep
mean,
it a
it's
stack,
just
bro.
crazy.
You get $100,000 check, right? You take 20,000 of that, you get you a nice watch.
See,
Hey,
it's
just
different.
go with the
okay,
hypothetical, bro. Just go with the hypothetical, right?
Okay.
You're not gonna wear that watch, or you're not gonna like.
Well, I'm aware it in certain settings for sure.
That man gonna wear it in a
said-
gated community.
He said, I don't know if it's a Roscoe's chicken and waffle watch.
Yeah,
like this
yeah,
one.
it's
Oh
not.
yeah,
You
I'm
just
going
said
to
Roscoe's.
Roscoe's in this motherfucker right here. Yeah,
Yeah, you
go
just
ahead,
said
any
Roscoe's.
day. The fucking Patek Philippe. No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
So basically, what you're saying is you would wear it in Williamsburg, but you wouldn't wear it in the Bronx.
Facts.
Yeah, don't wear it in the Bronx. You can wear it in Williamsburg. You be straight.
Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. No.
Be straight. They just compliment you over there, bro. They be
He
like,
said,
"Damn,
but also,
that's a
I'm a
very
celebrity,
nice,
like,
expensive watch.
I would like have a bodyguard. Like,
Yeah.
what is the harm of having
Right.
a bodyguard at that point?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's such a stigma over that.
exactly like there's like, oh, you rolling deep with your bodyguard, and but well, you know what? I kind of feel like I have to because like everybody
Yeah.
acts like this. Like
Yeah.
so, yeah. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Like you don't gotta prove stuff by like being by yourself.
Yeah, you don't
I
have.
feel
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
Especially if you have, like you said, a
Like-
target on your back or a celebrity or someone in general. Like you should always have bodyguards around because nowadays you don't know what the fuck is
You have
people
no
are up
idea,
to.
bro, literally.
You don't know like somebody could
Somebody
be
could just-
fucking
yeah.
premeditating your murder. Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it could have just been somebody random just on a corner who just had
Yeah,
a bad
exactly.
day.
That too. Yeah,
Yes,
just had
bro.
a bad day.
And it's like you kind of lose a sense of who your enemies are. Cause like say you're a rapper, right? And you're beefing with another rapper. It's like that rapper's fan could want to like do something to
bro.
avenge him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you starting gang wars, bro.
But you don't even know that person's your enemy.
Fact,
You're
though.
sitting in Roscoe's and a person sitting across from you could not like you for whatever reason. You don't even know this person.
Don't even
Right.
know.
So like a target really is on your back. So like overall, you just got to move completely different.
I feel like there's always levels of having to move different, especially when you're as a creative and you're putting out content too that's naturally meant for others to be seen. So like if you're a fucking painter, yes, you probably love painting and you're probably making it for yourself, but at the end of the day, you're not just making it and putting it in your house by yourself. It's you want it to be shown. You want people to see it.
Yeah.
You want people to buy
As a
it.
content creator, anyone that's a content creator, like if you make music, you're not making music so you can fucking listen to that shit yourself.
Yeah.
You're making music so people can hear it. So you just have to be careful on what you put out in the world as a content creator and move that way. Because even with like regular jobs nowadays, I don't know if this was ever true, but like you know how they'll ask for your Instagram handle sometimes. I don't know if there's fucking HR people really out here looking at
Low-key.
your Instagram and
Low-key.
Twitter and shit.
Low-key.
I guess if you have a federal job, are they checking your shit, bro?
I'm about to say like I don't
They
got them
checking
type
your
of
shit?
jobs. I mean, federally though, I mean I have had like agencies look at my like accounts, but like that wasn't like yeah.
But it's like
You
when
get a
you're-
real
when-
sense of who the person is though when you look at that.
Well, yeah, I
Because
mean,
resumes just like they don't really give you a sense of who this person is.
right. But when you're on Instagram and stuff like that, if you are a model, that's basically your portfolio.
oh yeah,
too.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
absolutely.
They're
yeah.
gonna look, which is why you
Facts.
should
Yeah, I
move
mean-
a certain way. Like you don't want like crazy fucking controversial ass shit on your page if you're a model.
Oh, of
Or
course.
if you're this person that is like a stylist or video creator or some
Mm-hmm.
sort that's trying to reach other people and people are gonna see it. You can't just have whatever on your
Yeah,
fucking
something
Instagram
that
because
just
it's your
goes,
portfolio.
yeah.
So I feel like nowadays, especially in our perspective fields, there's always going to be, you have to move different. You have to make sure that the content you're putting out isn't absurd to the point where someone that's seeing it can be taken in the wrong way. You know, like that's very
But what's-
bad.
What's the fine line between that moving a certain way and like being yourself though?
That's exactly
Like
what
how
I was
do
about
you,
to say. Like, you
at
wanna,
which point are you compromising that? You know what I mean?
like
Well-
you want to maintain an image, but like you want to be true to yourself because it's like I mean, especially with
It's hard.
creatives, like you can't just always have like put out certain things because you're trying to like maintain something.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in general. Not in general. I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know if I said it to someone in conversation, but it goes back to like what I said at the very beginning. If you think about it, it's just so hard as a creative that puts out work. naturally it's for people to be seen. Like you want people to see it naturally
Yeah.
because you're making something. Yes, you can be passionate. You can make things because you genuinely want to make it and you want to be proud of yourself. You want to look at it and be like, wow, I did this. But naturally, you want other people to see it too. Like it's not self thing, you know, like, so it's just hard. It's so hard to maintain trying to be authentic to yourself when naturally our work is to be seen by other people. So you're always going to have that in the back of your mind. I feel like in your subconscious, like, hey, like, even though I want to do this and it feels genuine myself, I want other people to like it too. You know, it's just like, that's always going to be there. Cause like, if you're having like, say you're having like a gallery show and shit like that, and you over here passionate about, like, you have a certain idea that you're very passionate about, and you're a painter and you just want to do like landscape paintings about like all the places you traveled to, and every place you traveled to, you just painted the landscape and stuff like that for yourself. And you're like, wow, I really love this. Like, I want to show it the world. You want to share it. Because, you know, as a content creator, when you like something a lot, you can't help but share it. You want other people. You want to have that sense of like, you know, validation almost. Not validation, but you just, you know, when you're hype
Like,
about
share
something,
this
you make it,
happiness
you're like,
with
yo,
me.
I gotta show people this. This is dope. I did this. Because that's your baby, bro. Like, you're like, I fucking have something to call my own. I have something to show for. I fucking love it. So it's just like, yeah, you're in the moment making these passionate things, but I feel like it's just subconsciously in the back of your mind, even if it started off genuine, and it always is going to be genuine, you know, at the same time, hey, people are going to see this regardless. Yeah. And you have to, there are passion projects where people probably do things so that others will like it, or trying to reach a certain demographic or crowd, or purposely, obviously, to see it.
Oh, see, yeah, no, I feel like the kind of like the line is drawn where it's like, you know, you're trying to like make an image or maintain an image, but with those like people closer to around you, or like always yourself, you always know at the end of the day, like, I am who I am. I'm doing these things, and I'm only showing clips or like pieces or bits of my true self to the world in a form that like is benefiting like this image that I'm portraying.
Yeah, that's
and
fact.
It's like, so yeah, I feel like you always still gotta like know at the end of the day, like, I mean, I still do what I want to do. Like, this is me as a person, but I know for whatever I'm doing currently or whatever this is, that I only like am showing this much of my life.
Yeah, so I was just about to say that when you started talking, I was like, that's a fact. I didn't think about that in the moment, but it's very much true. Obviously, like, if you make stuff like that, you can make stuff just for yourself too. You can just choose, because at the end of the day, you choose what people see. You know, like, if you have a gallery, you're choosing what paintings you want to be fucking seen by the whole art gallery. Yeah. So if I painted something super private and I just want to keep it to myself, I can. So it's just like, but also when it's something you're passionate about or something you're trying to make money with too, you can't make money off shit people don't see.
Yeah, that's
you
where
can't make money
in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
like,
where it's like sometimes people start doing things that aren't just for themselves, or like start revealing more things and to either appeal to more people and stuff like that. So I feel like that's where all that starts to come into play.
So now an idea just got in my head. I want to ask both of you guys. Okay. Lo, since you edit videos and you make videos and stuff like that, and you model, Brian, I have a question of, like, to make money, there's going to be stuff that you have to do that you don't want to do in your perspective fields. Yeah. So you might fucking edit something for like the History Channel. Yes. And you know, like, you want to do that. Yes. you be doing that for the History Channel? That sounded kind of like, you was like, damn, I did that last week.
Not like that. He did make it seem like that.
And you might have to do photo shoots that you don't want to do, but the bag is there. Yeah. So it's like, so the bag is there. So you have to do, in your perspective fields, in your passion, you have to do those projects that you don't want to do, but it brings you money. So how do you separate, like, how do you get to the point where you're just like, I no longer want to do this for, like, I don't, like, you turn down certain situations because now it's like, it's a job to you. It's getting stale. A job is a job regardless. It's bringing you money, so your job is a job. But, like, do you have those moments at all where you, like, turn down certain situations where you're just like, ooh, like, do I want to edit, like, the Discovery Channel shit, or do I want to work on this passion project of mine instead?
Easy. When you don't need the money and it's not worth the stress.
Yeah, but
a lot of times you have to play the game a certain way because you need the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do things that you're not happy with. Or when you first get a new gig at a company, you got to go through the politics and all that other stuff because you're at the bottom of the totem pole. You know what I'm saying? But when you're in a position where you have an abundance of jobs over here that you want to do, you can turn down the stuff you don't want to do, or the things that bring you stress. That's just not worth it. You know what I mean? But that just comes with having money and
it does.
The options.
But I would
having the
say
options.
so. Because you are doing things for this money, I'm pretty sure there's things that y'all have done for money that y'all like. You're like, fuck, I don't want people to see this.
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to get at. It all came in full circle
at
for now. So it's just like, is there certain things that like? That's what I was like. How do you fucking turn that down? Like if someone had you in the fucking goddamn looking like a fucking what are those people with the British people, bro, with the hats, bro?
You talking about like
Oh,
the
the
guard?
soldiers.
Oh.
Like the soldiers?
I was about to say
The
Oompa
soldiers,
Loompa.
wait.
I don't know what their formal name is.
Yeah, I don't know.
With the
I
tall
know what
furry
you're talking
black
about.
hats.
The ones
What
that
if
don't
somebody
be-
wanted
they
to
keep
dress
a
you up
straight
in that
face.
shit, bro, for like a photo shoot for like fucking like some Civil War shit, bro?
For how much?
Some
Or
civil
some
war-
shit, and they're like,
You
yo,
said, what am I like?
10K, 10K.
You better put that on.
But everyone is gonna see
He
this,
said,
bro.
call me General Custer.
Bro, put that on.
Everybody's gonna see this though. Like
As long
that's
as
the
you,
thing.
as long as you're not
He
making a
said,
porno, bro, put it on, bro.
Like, oh, you put on that.
It's
Yeah,
so
how you gonna
weird.
laugh at me? I'm up 10 bands.
You put on that.
I
cool
know.
I'm
cap.
up 10 bands. You working at Costco right now.
I know, but it's just, you work at
I ain't go
Universal.
that far, but I mean, I'm still firm
Like
10
you
toes
work
in
at
my beliefs.
Universal.
Like,
It's just, but yeah, but you hear those things. Like I forgot who it was. It was some actor where you hear that. I forget what actor it was. Someone is gonna figure out this quote, but where they said that they turned down a role for like $7 million or some shit like that. I think it was like fucking Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper, I think, said this. He turned down a role for like $7 million or some shit like that just because he did not want to do it. He didn't want people to see that. He didn't want to do it. Like shit like that. So it's just like,
I mean, if it goes against your morals,
yeah, I might
Yeah.
say like
you got to have some
something like that.
integrity at the end of the
Yeah.
day. But that example you gave him doesn't go against his morals, I don't think. I put it on a
I
costume.
mean,
I'm about to
yeah,
say this.
obviously, but it's just like people still gonna see that shit. You gonna be insecure, bro.
That's true.
See, I'm like, I'm not gonna do like no nude shoots.
Your
and stuff
name
like
is gonna
that.
be tied to this forever, bro. It's about to be seen in the public. They gonna be like, yo, you the dude from the History Channel photo shoot, bro. You gonna be
It
like,
doesn't
yeah,
even
that's,
matter.
Like,
'cause-
yeah.
that's
He
me.
said, "Yep," and I use my platform to inform people on real history because you know what I'm saying this was wrong. What I was exactly. See, like, come on, stop playing. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
And
flip the script.
it's like
The
people,
things do for money, man. The
people-
things people do for money, man.
people only really remember the W's, bro. Like Wiz Khalifa got mad songs. I'm sure there's a lot of old tapes that probably got trash on it, but people are only gonna remember and really listen to the ones that are good, that are hits, that are classics.
Taylor all day.
Yeah.
So it's just like you don't even gotta worry about that. Like everybody has a bunch of fails, a bunch of things that they're embarrassed about, but people really only remember the good things for the most part.
But what if it's so bad it becomes a meme?
That's a different story.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if
That's
it's
You
like
gotta,
different
you gotta
story.
flip the script on your own.
And, like,
meaning.
no
You
one
gotta,
cares.
You gotta.
the internet is ruthless.
You gotta be able to laugh at yourself,
Of
because
course,
then
I'm about to say, and then, but like, yeah, there's always like a line.
The internet
But
is
still, yeah,
ruthless.
you gotta be able to laugh at yourself.
you gotta be able to laugh at yourself.
Now,
Like,
yeah.
like Drewski could do something super embarrassing.
Well, he's a
but-
comedian, though,
But
so,
like,
like-
he's gonna flip. That's just kind of how you have to play it now. In this social media day and age, you gotta be able to troll, bro.
But not
like, you have to have a
everyone's
level of troll.
Not
to
everybody
you.
knows how to flip shit and finesse shit that easy.
You gotta learn it.
You see, you,
Know
yeah,
what
you
I'm
got to. You gotta grow up going through that public
You're like,
school.
man, I just
Yes.
You get cooked in the
Yeah.
lunchroom.
You gotta come out and
Builds
be
character.
It builds
Yeah.
character.
Builds character, bro.
You gotta get roasted.
Too much personal development. My character
Bro,
arc. is
bring
too
back
strong.
bullying. Where has bullying went?
Facts. You gotta, bruh. It goes back to like sometimes your haters.
Bring back shoving niggas in lockers,
That's
man.
what I'm saying. Facts, bruh. Don't know a noogie no more, bruh.
Wow.
Bruh, give these kids some swirlies, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
For real, bro.
Hey, honestly, I've never seen somebody get a swirly
Not me
in my
either.
life.
That
Give
would
someone
be
a
tragic.
I've never.
Bruh, I got swirlied before.
Wow, talk about
Nah,
it.
I'm playing.
Nah.
Nah.
Like shit.
I
Nah,
can
the
see that
bu-
happening to you, though.
Nah, the
All right.
the bullying though, like nowadays, I
Bring
feel
it
like
back?
it's not that grotesque as back in the
Grotesque.
day. Like they don't
Yeah,
be
yeah, it
trying to
was
spit
worse
loogies
back
on
in-
you and shit.
Yeah,
Nowadays
it was-
they literally just take a picture of you and put you on the internet and be like, look what this motherfucker got on. Like
Look at
shit like
those.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, you can see it today. They need to bring bullying back because these kids are wilding.
yeah, I'm not, cause for real, like, and
But-
there ain't no participation trophies either.
Facts.
Cut that out. Cut that.
But fucking like that touches on like what we were talking about last week almost, where it's just like sometimes your haters can you be your motivators, bruh?
Like,
Wow, do I actually
He's
agree with
a-
you now?
But that's what I was trying to say. Like,
What
bro, it builds character, bro.
Hey, Donald
Builds
Glover on a new
character.
episode of Atlanta said, "I love spite, like doing things out of spite. Spite is a big motivation for a lot of people.
Yeah,
That's
like
true.
like Tyler the Creator. Remember that tweet where someone tweeted at Tyler the Creator and was like, he was like, "You will never win a Grammy, Tyler the Creator." He saved that shit from like 2014 and won a Grammy and posted that bitch, bro.
You know the show with LeBron, The Shop?
Yeah.
Donald Glover was on there. He said that same thing. What was the album that had Redbone on it?
Awaken My Love.
Yeah, Awaken My Love.
He said on that show that he made that album out of spite. Like, a lot of people were trying to say that he couldn't make like a timeless like classic
Haters can be
album.
your motivators,
and
man.
he said like he really just made it to prove people wrong.
That is a strong.
That's
like,
crazy
force.
because that album is amazing.
That is a
I ain't gonna lie.
strong force.
So good, bro. It's a force for like in the right hands, it can
Yeah.
tear someone apart.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in the wrong hands, it can tear someone apart. Like hate can really fucking spiral someone out. But in the right hands, it can create a monster, bro, in a good way. As in, like someone that's gonna take your hate and be like, "I'm gonna make you eat your fucking words," bro.
Nah,
like
facts.
that kind of shit, bro.
It just hits different, bro.
Yeah.
It does.
Yo.
It does.
It's been a great episode. I ain't gonna lie. How y'all feeling, bro? This is the first official episode of Work for Hire.
I mean, I feel like we just touched on a bunch of different shit.
We
Brought
did.
it full
Yeah,
circle.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
Good. You know what I'm saying, bro? I appreciate you for pulling up, bro.
He said, "Thanks for having me." You know what I mean? It feels
Real
good
one.
being here. For
Can
sure.
we get like a drip check real quick? Like, break down what you got on, bro, please.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Start from the toes. We just got on some basic boots. You know
Wow,
what I mean?
okay.
Some sturdy ones. We got on some good.
The pants fire.
Oh yeah, some good carpenter pants.
Yes,
some
sir.
some straight cut junks.
Yes, sir.
A good, nice, comfortable little Stone Island crew
See,
neck.
show off the
It's
patch,
good.
show off the logo real quick,
It's
bro.
a fucking-
It's real. It's real.
He said,
Hell
this
nah, he
bitch
bought
on
that
Canal
patch
Street.
separate.
Got it on Canal
No.
Street.
Yeah, you hating. You hating. You hating.
I'm trying to
Hating
motivate
ass
him.
What you got on, bro?
Bro, come on now. Come on, chilling, bro.
My fault.
I just got off
Really,
work.
I remember you had an outro. You had a quote, like a Work for Hire quote
Bro, my
on how
phone
we
is
end the
fucked up.
show. And I want to say it, but I don't know what you said.
Just improv it. Each one of us will improv one. You go first, Brian.
Yeah, go for
Well, why I gotta go first? Hold on,
Cause
y'all
you
go
the
first.
guest.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
What does work for hire mean for you? Do a little like a
Like,
phrase.
look in your
like a little
camera,
motto.
Do a little phrase. What does it mean to me?
Yeah.
Like a little motto. Like say something passionate, poetic.
Yeah.
Poetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, work for hire. WFH. I remember I told Rel that was like the first thing I thought. WFH. You think work from home? Like he said, work from hire. So I feel like for me, it meant being able to do the work you want, of course, not just for yourself, but for something like bigger than yourself, whether it be for the people around you too, but also for me in like a home setting, not meaning like you're at home, but what home is for you, whether like whatever place that is. So it's like you're doing things for somebody else, but you feel at home doing them.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Dang. I dig that.
That's actually hard.
I dig that. Like
That's
finding
hard.
something that you feel comfortable doing, like it just gives you that home feeling. Like
Yeah.
home is not a place.
No.
It's a feeling.
Yeah,
pretty much.
state of mind.
Yeah, state of mind. For sure. Pretty
Yo.
hard.
Goddamn.
See?
Look,
Get put on
bro.
the spot.
Work for hire. Move with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Don't just wake up and aimlessly move through life with no sense of direction. Always try to have something that you're moving towards, you're striving towards, even if you're only getting 1% better every day. You don't got to go out and do something crazy every single day, but just try to be better. Try to understand what you want your legacy to look like. Yeah, bro. Work for hire.
I don't know my quote. Basically, my quote is like,
The beauty is in the lows. What was it? The high? You
oh,
said something
just
crazy,
like-
bro.
I mean, I put it on the Instagram,
Yeah,
so
just
you
say
can
it.
read it on the Instagram. It's something like,
You don't even
Read it on
remember.
Instagram.
it's like when we find our purpose, man. When we find our purpose, damn, that shit.
Feel
AC,
amazing.
sorry. When you
Come on, close us out,
once you find that purpose, man, it's something that's worth waking up for. Like I said, something worth. Damn.
Oh my God.
Something that's worth waking up for. The highs, something like you find the highs, the lows, the pains, the struggles, the wins. You work for hire. I don't fucking know, man.
Oh
Fuck.
my
I
gosh.
fumbled. the
Work
bag.
for hire. We
Work
see
for
y'all in the
hire.
next
Fucking fuck 'em with the
episode. Peace.
Peace.
Peace, dog. Peace, king.
I'll be back.
Hey,
But why you put me on the spot like
Real
that? I had no
fuck.
idea what you was talking about.